We're going to leave you today with the latest happening at the Pentagon here. We're getting an update, a news conference about a Russian fighter jet colliding with a U.S. drone over the Black Sea. The U.S. has condemned what Russia has done. Let's listen in right now.
North Korea to employ a nuclear weapon, it would be the end of the North Korean regime. But again, our focus continues to be on working very closely with our allies and our partners in the region to deter aggression, to preserve security and stability in the region, and that will continue to be our focus. We go to Carla.
Just a real quick clarification. What did the fighter jet, what did he strike the MQ-9 with? Was it the wing? Was it the tail?
I can't tell you specifically what portion of the aircraft, but it's the fact that it essentially ran into the MQ-9.
Okay, thank you. And then just separately on Ukraine, there's reports out there from the battlefield that the Ukrainians are running out of munitions. They're having shortages. Is that a concern for the Pentagon, and what's the Pentagon doing to alleviate that problem?
Yeah, so as we've been doing since the beginning of this campaign, we're continuing to do everything that we can to ensure that we're meeting Ukraine's needs, whether it's ammunition, whether it's air defense, armor. You've heard us talk extensively about that. Tomorrow's discussion, of course, will be another opportunity to bring the international community together to focus on Ukraine's most urgent needs, to include ammunition. And so, again, that will continue to be our focus. And you've heard Secretary Austin and others say that we're committed to making sure that they have what they need to be successful.
Thanks. Is there an assessment that the Pentagon has on why they're running out of ammunition? Is it because they're just expending it too fast? Is it not making it to the battlefield in time? What's your assessment?
Yeah, really. So I'd have to refer you to the Ukrainians to talk about their specific efforts to supply their individual units. Again, we're working very closely with them and our international partners to get them what they need. And I think it's also important to kind of take a step back and look at the progress that has been made, while recognizing the fact that there still is a tough fight ahead, particularly as we go into the spring and summer. And so our focus, again, is going to be working with national armaments directors, with the Ukrainians to get them the ammunition they need and get that to the frontline units as quickly as possible. Let me go back over to this side of the room. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Can you guide us through the timeline of the MQ-9 intercept? We have that the aircraft was struck at 7:03 Eastern time, but how long were the Sukhois with the aircraft beforehand? And were there any radio calls between radio communications, either from the Russians or from the United States?
Yeah, so on the latter part of your question, no, none that I'm aware of. And I would ask that you go back and confirm this with UCOM, but based on the information I have here, it seems like approximately 30 to 40 minutes they were flying in the vicinity of this MQ-9. And then at 7:03 is when the 7:03 a.m. Central European time is when they collided, causing it to crash. So, Qasim.
The U.S. forces has had to bring down the aircraft. Does that mean that United States piloted it to the crash site, or
Yes.
was it struck by a missile or something?
Yeah, we brought it down.
Okay.
Yep.
And then also, is there any U.S. naval assets currently in Black Sea?
Again, I'd have to refer you to Navier for any details on particular assets in the region. Thank you. Laura?
Can you talk a little bit more about the damage to the MQ-9? Was it unflyable, and that's why you had to bring it down? And then can you say a little bit more about how often this kind of thing happens in over the Black Sea, that Russian aircraft harass U.S. drones and other aircraft?
Yeah, so I don't have any statistics in front of me in terms of intercepts, but again, as I highlighted, the fact that intercepts of aircraft are not uncommon in and of themselves. It's not obviously a daily occurrence. The vast majority of those intercepts are what we would consider safe and professional, just wanting to see what's there, right? You're flying alongside it to be able to see what's there. In this particular case, though, again, they collided with the aircraft, damaging the propeller, and essentially putting in a situation where it was unflyable and uncontrollable, so we brought it down. Thank you. Time for a few more. We'll go here and then to Fadi.
Hi, sir. Thanks. Just wanted to check, just to confirm, any communication with allies such as Turkey about potential recovery of the drone? And is there any concern that Russia could provide the drone to Iran if it recovers it?
So that would be a hypothetical. Again, Russia does not have the drone, so that would be a hypothetical question. In terms of working with allies and partners, I don't have anything to announce here, but if and when we do, we'll be sure to let you know. Thank you. Go to Fadi, and then we'll come back over here to the last two. Yep.
Thank you, General. So when I know you don't want to share lots of information, especially intelligence information, but are you able to say whether the MQ-9 was flying near Ukraine or near the Crimea Peninsula? And then I believe you said, if I heard right, that the Russians did not recover the drone. However, have you seen any effort by the Russian Navy to try to recover the drone? Thank you.
Yeah. So on your latter question there, Fadi, I'm not going to get into that. In terms of where it was flying, it was well clear of any territory in Ukraine. It was over international airspace, over international water.